We're gonna kick this thing. Good afternoon. The June 17th, 2024 special meeting of the Board of Estimates is now called to order. We'll ask folks who are joining us, press or from the community, if you can ensure that all your electronic devices are placed on silence or even turn them off to ensure that you do not disrupt today's proceedings. We would truly appreciate that. For those watching at home, and those who are new to this process, we have two items of business to take care of this afternoon. First, we will receive a report from the council for fiscal year 2025 ordinance of estimates, which is the city's operating and capital budget plan for the coming year. After we hear from Chairman Costello, we will adopt and certify the real and property and personal property tax rates for fiscal year 2025 as well. At this time, I'd like to recognize Chairman Costello. Chairman Costello, he's Chair of Ways and Means Committee. Obviously, that is the committee that is the responsive committee to all things budget. And he and his team has done an amazing job in working with the administration and working with the agencies to ensure that we get to this point today. With that, Chairman Costello, truly appreciate you for all of your hard work and your dedication to the city of Baltimore, and again, running a flawless budget process. At this time, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. President, Mr. Comptroller, and members of the Board of Estimates. Appreciate the opportunity to be here before you today. I'm very pleased to report that the City Council has reached an agreement with the mayor and his administration regarding the proposed fiscal year 2025 budget, tax rate, and local contribution to Baltimore City Public Schools. I want to take a moment, Mr. President, to thank you for your leadership, as well as members of your staff who have been incredible to work with throughout this budget process. Also want to take a moment to thank the administration, specifically City Administrator Leach, as well as our wonderful Budget Director, Ms. Laura Larson, as well as all of our colleagues and agency officials who stayed engaged throughout this process. Thank you, Mr. President. Happy to answer any questions of the board.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. At this time, are there any questions or concerns from members of the board to Chairman Costello? Mr. Comptroller?
I don't know if this counts as a concern, but I just wanted to put on the record, my understanding is that the budget is unchanged from what the Board of Estimates had previously passed, or has that changed?
It is unchanged.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Any additional questions or concerns? Hearing and seeing none. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Seeing there's no further questions, again, Mr. Chair, thank you to you and your committee for running a very thorough, responsive, and professional process. I would like to also thank the mayor's staff and the staff of each and every agency that came and participated during the council hearings. This has been a interesting process, but we were able to get through it, and it's been productive and sets the stage for a more collaborative relationship in the coming years between the council and the larger role that the council is forming from a budget perspective. Again, I'd like to thank everyone who was involved with this process, including our residents who provided a certain level of scrutiny and provided a lot of response and feedback to council members and to the different committees. At this time, our next item of business is to consider and adopt the personal and real property tax rates. Before we do that, we will hear from Finance. Is it Madam Director? Or you just come up and just,
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for taking up this item. Similar to the overall operating budget, the property. Oh, Laura Larson, Budget Director for the City of Baltimore. Similar to the ordinance of estimates, the property tax rate, both real property and personal property, is unchanged between the BOE recommended and the action by the City Council. The property tax rate is consistent with the fiscal 24 rate as well.
Thank you so much. At this time, are there any questions or concerns from the committee? Hearing and seeing none, thank you so much. At this time, I will entertain a motion to certify the rates.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and probably second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes have it. The motion carries. That will wrap up our special meeting of the Board of Estimates. Are there any questions, concerns, or statements folks would like to make? Madam CEO?
Sure, absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Council President. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the members of the Board of Estimates for your partnership throughout this process, as well as the Baltimore City Council, Chairman Costello, and to the fabulous staff in BBMR, especially Director Laura Larson, Michael Moisiev, and everyone that worked diligently throughout this process. Thank you to all of our agency directors for all of your time and your commitment and your support in making this a productive budget process. So again, just want to acknowledge all the hard work that went into this process and to thank you all for working collaboratively to build a budget that I think we all can be proud of in the city of Baltimore.
Thank you so much. Any additional questions, concerns, or comments? Hearing and seeing none at this time. There's no new business before the desk of this board. We will adjourn. Our next regularly scheduled meeting will take place on Wednesday, June the 26th at 9 a.m. I would like to thank everyone for tuning in. Baltimore, we absolutely love you.